We get into the women's match of the year for 2023. I'm not going to lie, and it's not their fault, but slim pickings from AEW on this one. Just because, and it's not the women's fault, but like they don't put them in a position to really have great matches or great programs, so it was kind of hard to pick. So I actually included a Ring of Honor match, which was actually great. And so I think I have 2 AEW matches and 1 Ring of Honor, and then 5 women's from WWE. So just a heads up. So the nominees included Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39. Bianca Belair versus Asuka, also from WrestleMania 39. Didn't include the Women's Chamber match, but that was also a really good match, just a heads up. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky from Backlash. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus from Payback, excellent match. Athena versus Willow Nightingale from Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship Extreme Rules from NXT No Mercy. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart from Wrestle Dream for the TBS Championship, and the Women's War Games match from last month at Survivor Series. So hearing those nominees, Mr. Marceau, what'd you vote for, and what do you think won?
I voted for Charlotte and Rhea. I think it probably won by a landslide. I like Stratton and Becky. I think Rhea and Charlotte was, to me, I think hands down the best match of the year for the women, easily. I like Lyra and Becky. I mean, it wasn't the greatest match ever, but the one in NXT when Lyra won the
honorable mention. Yeah, great
really
match.
Good match, a good finish and stuff like that. But I think Charlotte and Rhea won by a landslide.
You are not wrong. They did win by a landslide. 60% of the vote going to Charlotte and Rhea. WrestleMania 39, a match that could have easily headlined that show and did not, for the right reason. They had a better closing to the show, but this was amazing. Rhea finally winning. Any other outcome would not have made sense. The match was as great as it should have been a couple of years ago. And they've always worked well together, but this was easily their best match together. The right outcome.
Some tears from WrestleMania 36.
Seriously, I was fucking stupid, and they finally righted that wrong, which was great. Amazing match. I thought it was exact. I mean, the feud again was non-existent, but they went in there and had an awesome match. Loved it. Second place, actually tied for second place. This doesn't make much sense. Well, one of them does. Tied for second place is Athena and Willow, and I was really happy that got as high as it did because that was an excellent match. I don't know not many people watch Ring of Honor, obviously, nowadays. Or even saw that match, but they did have an amazing match. I'm glad that got second place, along with, this is a recency bias one, Women's War Games. I mean, I enjoyed the match, but that was not second place material. Sorry, it's not.
No. That match was, honestly, was probably one of my least favorite matches of the year.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought the women had just so much trash and garbage in it. I mean, like I said, that must be a recency bias, but I don't know. I think it was probably one of the weaker War Games matches they've had in a while.
I enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good, but definitely of these ones that I listed, it was the weakest. So that's second place, I guess. Tied for, just the solid third, Becky and Tiffany from No Mercy. They had a great main event on that show. Forgot to mention they main evented. I guess I must have forgot to put Ronda and Shayna on there. That barn burner from SummerSlam must have slipped my mind. Maybe next year.
I mean, I love that match. I was in the bathroom the entire time, so I just love every hold they put on.
Yeah. MMA rules, yeah.
MMA rules. I mean, I can't honestly, if you put it on there, I wouldn't be able to vote for it because, like I said, I was in the bathroom majority of the time. I walked out, heard Shayna's music, laughed, and went back to grab some more cookies.
I didn't mind the match, but no one gave a shit. No one cared. That match was a disaster, unfortunately. Bianca and Io from Backlash getting fourth place with 5% of the vote. Fifth place with 2.5% of the vote, Chris Statlander and Julia Hart from Wrestle Dream. And then no votes. This is bullshit. Bianca and Asuka from Mania 39 and Becky and Trish, which was an outstanding match. That getting no votes just really bothers me. I mean, the fact that Women's War Games got second place and Becky and Trish, which only happened 3-4 months ago inside the steel cage, which was an excellent match, getting no votes is complete and utter bullshit. People do not like Trish Stratus, I guess, because that makes no sense.
I think it was just more of the feud itself as a whole.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's probably it. The match was great, though.
Yeah, I thought the match at Payback was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. But Charlotte and Rhea is a deserving number one. That was an excellent match.